What's going on, guys? Jacob over here. So, we got some more Packer news to talk about today. The Packers are re-signing cornerback Kevin King to a one-year, $6 million contract. How do I feel about this? I can't say I like it. I don't hate it. I can't say I like it, though. And I know this is definitely going to be a contentious topic among Packers fans for sure. I know there are people who, absolutely loathe King and, are appalled that the Packers brought him back. And there are other people who's like, well, it was one game that we're really talking about right here, the NFC Championship. He wasn't that bad, and $6 million certainly isn't a enormous amount of money for the Packers to be giving up. It barely affects their cap situation at all this offseason. So I'm kind of in the middle, leaning towards the people who don't like it. Kevin King, at least it's not like a multi-year contract or anything like that. $6 million isn't that much. He is a guy who has experience playing in the NFL, and what this move tells me for the Packers is that they're likely going to be drafting a cornerback early on in the draft this season. First, second, third round, I would expect the Packers to draft a cornerback. So what the Packers might do is they might go into the season with Kevin King as the number 2 corner, and maybe have the rookie or whoever they draft, or maybe one of their younger guys, maybe Chandon Sullivan or something, kind of work their way into that number 2 CB role, and then Kevin King can kind of take a step back. I don't know if he can play slot or not, but really the big thing for me with King is, he's not that good in particular. It's hard for him to stay on the field. He's injury prone, and he's not the worst of the worst, but he's not good either. He's very average to below average. Of course, I was in the camp, after seeing the NFC Championship game, and the days after that game, I was thinking, Kevin King, there is absolutely no way the Packers are bringing him back. I thought that was the final nail in the coffin. I didn't think the Packers were going to bring him back even before that. He was on the bottom of, the list of all the Packers that they could re-sign this offseason. He was at the bottom of the list for players I expected back with the team this next season. But here we are, and the Packers did it. And, the way that Brian Gutekunst has built this team over the past few seasons, I've kind of learned to trust his judgment in situations like this. It doesn't mean I like the deal. It doesn't mean I think that doesn't mean that I wanted King back. But I can understand if what I think they're going to do is true, where they're coming from. If they don't draft a cornerback early on in the first or second rounds, then I really, really don't understand this. It doesn't affect, the cap situation. It's not an enormous amount of money. It's not multiple years. But also, Kevin King just isn't good. And if you're going to rely on him to be your number 2 CB all year long, if that's the ultimate plan, then I don't understand that. Because clearly he wasn't good enough last season, and he had his absolute worst performance in the biggest game. So if that's the direction they're going, and they don't draft a corner in the first, second, or third round, or at least someone, bring in someone who they think is going to eventually take that spot from King, then I don't understand what they're doing here. But I really think that the Packers are planning on drafting a corner early on in this draft. And the guy I would really love, and I'll talk about this more in a later video, the guy I would really love is Asante Samuel Jr. Oh my God, he's a guy that I really, really want. I'll just leave it at that. But if the Packers got him, oh my God, I'd be so excited. He is definitely a guy, where if they got him, then this deal makes a lot more sense, because I would definitely see Asante Samuel taking over Kevin King's job at some point next season. But we'll talk about that in a later video. Just wanted to let you guys know about the news. I'm sure a lot of you are going to be very upset about this in my comments section, and of course everyone is allowed to have an opinion. Just don't go online and, start saying nasty things personally to Kevin King. I know he dealt with a lot of fans that were really sending him a lot of insults, death threats even on social media. Just don't be that person, I really don't think I like this deal at the moment either, but Kevin King is going to be a Packer, and I'm going to fully support him next season. I hope he does really, really well, because he does have some talent. He has shown flashes, so maybe we don't know. Maybe Kevin King is going to end up being great for us next year. So in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. That's all I got to say in this video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Go Pack, go.